Hello, and welcome to a new episode of Eat, Drink, Rhode Island's The Show. I'm very excited for today's guest. So, if you're listening to this on a podcast, I'd love a rating. If you're watching this on YouTube, a like, subscribe, and a comment down there. And wait do you see who I've got today. Please welcome Mr. Phil Rosenthal from Somebody Feed Phil on Netflix. Listeners and viewers, here's Mr. Phil Rosenthal, creator and star of Somebody Feed Phil on Netflix. He's currently on tour of North America with a stop at the Wilbur Theater in Boston on September 10th and 11th. I'll be there on the 10th. I've got tickets for the 10th. Hello, Phil. It's great to talk to you.
Hello, very happy to see you, and I'm very happy to go back to the Wilbur. I played a couple of dates there a couple of years ago, but
Yeah,
now we've done the Boston episode. So now there's a lot more Boston to talk about, and I'm so thrilled to see all my friends that I made making the show.
yeah, that's fantastic. Yeah, I unfortunately couldn't make it the last time you were here, but I did love the Boston episode, and I love that you came down to Rhode Island. So that was really nice to see.
Love that too.
Yeah. I've got a lot I want to talk to you about. So let's start with, you're a writer, executive producer, a showrunner of one of the biggest TV comedies ever. Everybody Loves Raymond. How did you end up creating and hosting a travel and food series?
Yeah, that's a good question. It's something I go into in depth when we have the show because everybody asks that. How did I switch lanes? They think it's because I had the success of Raymond that they just gave me a show or anything I wanted.
Right.
No, that wasn't the case. In fact, they wanted me to do another sitcom. I tried to do another sitcom. Nobody wanted it because the business had changed in the 9 years that Raymond was on the air. They didn't want those types of shows anymore.
Wow.
So I knocked around for a couple of years, and then I had this dream of doing a show like this. I'd had that for a long time, and I thought, let's try going for this. Well, long story short, it took me 10 years to get this show after Raymond.
Jeez,
Yeah.
that's amazing. Yeah, but I mean, obviously you persevered.
It just shows you that if you make something a priority in your life, you
Yeah.
won't stop until you do it. And
Um,
so I, you know, just kept hammering until it was first on PBS. That was the first place I did
right.
it. And as a matter of fact, WGBH in Boston.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
That was the channel that bought it. And then it went all over the PBS network. And that was about 6 episodes. Then they couldn't afford to do the show anymore because why? It's PBS.
Yeah.
And then here came this startup called Netflix.
That's great. That's fantastic. But so were you always that guy, even before the show? Would people say, "Hey, Phil, I'm going to this place. Where should I eat?"
Yeah, it was always a passion and always a great love of my life. And travel went with it.
Yeah.
Whenever I plan a vacation, the first thing I do is where am I going to eat?
That's
Is
what
that
I was,
place
yeah, I
is
was
that
about to
place
ask
worth
that.
going to?
Yeah,
Meaning, does it have good places to eat? If so, I'm going.
fantastic. Yeah, that's
And
I
all the
was
museums and the architectural tour and the walking around and meeting the people, that's everything I'm doing in between meals.
you're perfect. Perfectly said, sir. And so how do you decide where to go? Do you visit friends, Googling? What do you do?
That's a good question. I actually do what everyone else does when they're planning a vacation. I Google best places to eat Boston, and then I start to see restaurant will start coming up in multiple sources. So
Right.
once that happens, and you see that everyone is talking about this place, that seems good. But then I have something that maybe you don't have, which is a production company
Yeah,
in New York,
right.
and they used to be Bourdain's production company. So they have fixers all over the world, and they will tell me that's not the best pizza there. This is the best
Ah,
pizza. And then we leave room in the schedule for serendipity, for things to happen just when you're there, as it does when you're on vacation.
excellent. And that's a zero point zero, right, in New York?
That's right.
That's a fantastic group.
Yeah.
Uh, so, like many people, what drew me to working in food, besides the eating and the deliciousness, of course,
Yes.
was I got more involved in the food system. It became clear to me that food touches just about every aspect of life,
Yep.
the environment, economics, the
Yep.
climate. Hunger is obviously a big issue. Now, while somebody feed Phil is not overt about it, and I hesitate to use the word political, but it resonates with me very much. Um,
Thanks.
how how do you view that in your messaging? How do you think about it? Is it something you consciously go at, or is it just something that organically happens?
It's organic. However, in today's day and age, just because I hug someone from another culture or celebrate our differences, you suddenly think I'm making a political statement.
Right.
I'm not. I'm
No,
just
right.
trying to. I'm just trying to be a guy. I'm just trying to be a decent human being. Uh, these issues you talk about are have been politicized.
Yeah.
I didn't politicize them. Uh, if they've been politicized, I'm trying to make them humanistic issues that everyone should be for. I don't care what you're who you're voting for. We should follow, first of all, the golden rule, which should apply to everyone.
Thank you for that.
And I'll go one step further while we're getting quote unquote political. I find that most immigrants in the world, all over the world, make the place they immigrate to better,
Yeah.
not worse.
Yeah.
And that goes especially for the food scene.
Especially, exactly. I mean, think about what America would have if, I mean, not that there isn't, as you found in Rhode Island, Native American cuisine,
Yep.
but yeah, the food, the fact that we can get just about anything in the world here,
Yes.
is a perfect
Yes.
example. It's amazing.
And what are we celebrating when we enjoy some food from people who don't look exactly like us? We're actually celebrating those people
Yeah,
and their culture. Why did
absolutely.
it doesn't stop at our mouths either,
Yeah. No, thank you
right?
very much for that. Yeah, that's absolutely true.
Well, it's just a fact. It's
Yeah.
insane and stupid to think that we don't need people from other places when most of us and our families came from other places.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the Rosenthals and the Dakians did not start here in North
No,
America.
no.
Yeah.
Nor did most people
No,
who
right.
are running the government.
Yeah, no, absolutely true. Absolutely true. So clearly, the charity segment of your show lends itself to important issues.
Yes.
Honestly, I don't know how you keep it together sometimes when filming those. That one in Georgia was beautiful, absolutely beautiful. How,
Thank you, my friend. I
how,
appreciate it.
how do you find the charities? How does how's
Yeah.
that process work?
We do a search just like in the same way that I Google things. I'd like to see, maybe the first choice is food insecurity. Why? Because we're doing a show that centers around food. So why not make it on theme? But I'm not married to that.
Okay.
I love anything that helps kids. I love anything that helps the underprivileged. Listen, I'm the luckiest guy you're ever going to meet. Okay,
Yeah.
I, I I feel it's my duty and my great joy to be able to spread a little love around.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's you say you're the luckiest guy, and I nod yes,
Yes.
and it's clear, but it's also nice that you recognize that, that, you're conscious of that, and like you said, you share the love for it. So,
Well,
for those,
listen, if you wake up in the morning and you're grateful for your life, okay,
yeah,
then the everything else is gravy. Everything you get on top of your incredibly lucky life is gravy. So share the gravy.
that's wonderful. That's wonderful. For those of you out there who don't know, if you go to Phil Rosenthal World /charity, I don't have the nice Chiron, but I'll link it up down. I'll link it up down below, and you can go to that and check out the charities. So talking about joy, you exude joy on screen. It's wonderful. I love to see it.
Thank you.
You know, as we were just saying, it may not always be the most joyful times here. I'm sure you're not joyful like that 24/7. I'm sure.
No, I'm a person. I
Yeah,
get mad,
exactly.
I get upset, I get
Right.
frustrated, I get worried, I get scared. But I'm here to spread some hope. And the hope is that most people, first of all, are so much better than their governments.
Yes.
Second, are sweet and nice and great. The news only shows you a tiny percentage
Right.
of the horrible. They have to show you that because that's the part that stands out. They
Absolutely.
don't show you all the planes that landed safely today.
Right.
So I say you're going to get sick if you just watch the
Yeah.
news. You need a little alternative program. That's why I'm here.
Well, thankful again. Uh, so, and it's wonderful. I think about, like I said, being in the food industry, the people behind the food, the stories, it's
Yes,
all, it's something to embrace and to be happy about.
yes,
That's what drives
yes.
me. So are there moments when you've done the show that you've had challenges or it couldn't be as joyful or you try to just always share the positive?
I try to only share the positive. People say, it looks like you like everything. Yeah, I like everything I put in the show.
Hmm. I'm the same way. I go to a lot of places. Obviously, I
Yeah,
review places. If I don't like something, I just don't talk about it. I just,
that's right.
I don't
There's
post it. I
enough.
just, yeah, that's fine.
There's enough negative.
Yeah,
I'm not here
thank you.
for that. First of all, I have a limited time to get you to travel. That's the main point of the
Yeah.
show. Is I think the world would be better if we all could experience a little bit of other people's experiences.
Hmm.
And so I want you to travel. So I want to entice you by showing you the great stuff.
Fantastic. Yeah. Now, you've been all over social media. You've got the tour going on. Do you do that yourself or do you have a team doing that or
I do
is it a
have a young
mix?
lady who helps me, who's young and understands how to post these things and put them together.
Yeah.
But there are times when I'll take a picture or a little video myself and post it myself. I've learned how to work the phone, so
Great.
I can do it.
Well, it's a necessity, and I hope you've had a good
Yes,
experience with it.
it's fun. It's only fun. And by the way, I love getting DMs from people. I love hearing from people who come to the live shows or watch the TV show. I'm thrilled.
That's
It's
great.
all about connecting.
That's great.
So the phone now, the internet, is the best way to connect ever, other than
Absolutely. Yeah.
being in person and sharing a meal with somebody.
Yes, absolutely true. Yeah, I joke with my nieces and all have gone off to college. I'm like, I sound like the old man, but remember when we'd have to call after
Yeah,
9 p.m. to save some
right.
money?
Of course.
Now it's like,
Of
there we
course.
are.
I did
We're in
it.
person.
I
Yeah.
did it.
In fact, I joked with my wife when I said I'm doing a video call with Phil Rosenthal. I said, well, I should have a joke for Max, which I
Yes,
do
you
not have.
should.
No, 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 because I'm not anywhere near the caliber of the people that you have on. But I felt like,
Good joke can come from anywhere. One
I
of the
suppose
biggest
that's true.
laughs I get in the live show is I tell a joke for Max at the end of the show, and the joke I tell most recently is from a 10-year-old boy who got up and told the joke.
Wow.
Swear to God,
That's great. That's
brings the
really
house
nice.
down.
That's
This joke.
beautiful.
Yep.
Do you have a long list of friends who want to do it? Is that
Well, I have a lot of funny
I
friends.
know.
I've been in the business for I think 40 years now. So I have a lot of friends. It's nice, and they're funny.
Yeah.
It's my favorite thing about people
No,
is
that's
their
great.
sense of humor.
Anyone you haven't been able to schedule?
Uh, I guess Woody Allen,
Hmm. Okay.
but I got Mel Brooks.
That was astonishing. I have to say, I have to say thank you. So for those of you out there who may not have seen the show with Mel on it, the segment is about 5 minutes long, maybe.
Yeah,
And then as a treat, and it was a treat, I have to tell you, his team, he has a YouTube channel, Phil
yep,
Rosenthal World, posted the entire 20-minute segment with Mel, and it is
that's
just,
right.
I mean, he is a legend,
A
without a doubt. I
legend
mean,
and 99,
it's astonishing. Good for him. I
right?
mean, not to go too off on a tangent, but if you haven't read his
Yeah,
autobiography,
of course I did.
well, I'm sure, but I'm saying people out there,
Yes.
read his autobiography. It's
In
fantastic.
fact, get the audiobook because he does it.
I heard that, but I didn't get the audiobook. But yeah, I should do that because
Yes,
he's
the
amazing.
best. The
He's
best.
absolutely amazing. So
Yeah.
thank you. All right, I don't want to keep you too long. I feel like I'm getting a workout watching you on the elliptical, which is fantastic.
I gotta do it because why? I want to eat what I want when I
I
come to Boston.
right.
So I'm paying the piper.
Yeah, you got to do it. So I wanted to try and tell the listeners and viewers all of what you've
Yes.
got going on. You've got a lot going on here. I'm going to try and get through this. You tell me if I miss anything. So you're touring
Okay.
around North America through November, and those
Yeah.
2 nights in Boston I mentioned are on the 10th and 11th of September.
Yeah.
Tickets on philrosenthalworld.com.
Yeah. Next week.
Season 8 of Somebody Feed Phil is obviously it's out now on Netflix, along with the other 7 seasons. So get binging out there, people. You have a
Good.
podcast with your friend David Wild called Naked
Yep.
Lunch.
Yeah.
I will admit I'm very much behind on it, but I'm trying to catch up. I'm trying to
It's
catch
all
up.
right.
You can find that wherever you listen to podcasts and here on YouTube too. There's the Somebody Feed Phil book is out there, but I know you've got a second one coming out in November,
That's
right?
right. It's called Phil's Favorites. So it's the first book was covered like the first 4 seasons of the show. This covers the rest, and additionally, other restaurants I've loved that haven't been on the show, and friends and family recipes. So it's Phil's favorites.
Oh, that sounds great.
November 2nd, I believe it's out.
Well, I'll link that up. You make sure pre-orders are very important,
Nice.
folks. So pre-order.
Nice.
And finally, if you're in the Los Angeles area or you're visiting, you're soon going to be opening up a neighborhood diner with Nancy Silverton called Max and Helen's, named for your parents, right?
Maybe the most exciting thing I've ever been involved with.
That's wonderful.
Why? Because you guys can watch the show, you can buy the book, you can hear me talk, but eat the food? Nah, now it's exciting.
Did I see a headline that your daughter's fiance is going to be a chef
You
there?
got it. So she happens to be marrying a great chef. So I win again.
Yeah, I'll say.
Chef in the family. So
Well,
I was doing tastings for the diner with Nancy, and I would bring the family because I wanted their opinion.
sure.
And Mason Royal is a great chef that's worked in many restaurants around Los Angeles. He starts talking. Nancy goes, "Who's this?" She tries his food. They start talking. He says, "I want him to be the chef de cuisine
Oh,
at the
wow.
diner." I'm like,
So nice.
phenomenal.
She's an
And
incredible
Lil's
person.
working on the diner too, visually, all the, kind of artistic director, so to speak.
Cool.
And
Oh,
I'm just thrilled. I'm thrilled to have the family involved. It's just nice because it is about family. Diners are about family. Your immediate and your extended family, your neighbors and friends, all family. Everyone's welcome.
that's wonderful.
That's how it should be.
I just remembered something I forgot. You have a children's book with your daughter.
I
Uh,
do.
what's it
It's
called?
called Just Try It. Just
Just,
try it. About
yep,
a
just try
dad
it.
who eats everything. Where did I get that idea? And his little girl who won't eat anything. And so that became popular. And so Simon and Schuster, we have three more books coming.
Whoa, that's fantastic. I'll
Yeah,
link that up as well. And you've got your
yeah.
daughter's wedding obviously coming up, but that's not public, so I
The
won't link
biggest
that up.
thing. The biggest thing.
Congratulations. That's wonderful. Uh,
Thank you.
so, anything else you'd like to add before we go?
Just how excited I am to come. I'm hitting Canada tomorrow.
Yeah,
3 nights there, a night in Burlington, and then here I come, Boston,
great,
the
fantastic.
10th and 11th at the Wilbur.
That's wonderful to hear. I will see you there. I would not
Great.
personally, but I will be in the audience. I'd love to.
Well, you
Love
can.
to.
I'm sure you can say hi after.
Well, that'd be fun. I would do that. Yeah.
Yeah, great.
I wasn't going to throw this into in here. Maybe I'll edit it out, but I really love what you're doing, man. I really,
Oh, thank you.
it
Now, why
really.
would you edit that out?
Uh,
I could understand if you said, "I got to tell you something. I never cared for you." Then
well,
I
I
would
want to
say,
be professional, but I
maybe
really,
you, maybe you edit that out.
no, I really
No,
love
but
the
this is
show.
very sweet. Please leave it in.
I will. I will.
Leave
It
this in
really.
too. I like you too.
Thank you. That's very nice of you. But you finished. I watched season 8. I finished. I get sad. I'm like, oh, is there going to be a season 9? Do we know
No
yet?
idea.
Not yet.
No idea. Every year's a life and death struggle in
No.
the show business world.
Well, everyone out there, just turn your Netflix on and leave it running. Just
That's it.
let the minutes add up. So
That's
he
it.
could beat that. What is it? K-pop Demon Hunters. If you could beat that,
Yeah, I'm working on a new K-pop Demon Hunter, so that I'm going to be in.
well, thank you very much, Phil. This has been a real treat. I appreciate it.
Thank you, my friend. I'll see you
Next week.
September 10th or 11th. Here we
Yeah.
go.
All right.
Okay.
Take care.
Bye, my friend. Take care.
Bye.